Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Neptune in the 11th house in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Neptune placements in the houses. They were a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So first thing, well, Neptune in the 11th house can be comparable to Neptune in Aquarius, but naturally you got to blend in the zodiac sign with it. Neptune in Aquarius in the 11th house can be different than Neptune in Leo in the 11th house, as an example. Now, Neptune astrology is connected with dreams and fantasies. It could be literal dreams, but also, what we dream, what we fantasize about doing. And um, so if you have this placement, well, dreams and fantasies may be tied in, with the environment, like I should say more of an environmental like endeavor, like being some kind of, environmentalist. And also to these dreams and fantasies may be tied into humanitarian or altruistic work. Uh, 11th house field, such as astronomy, computers, electronics, astrology, innovation, meteorology, as some examples. And it may also, your dreams and fantasies may also be, it might be something, that is group, club related as well. And the thing about this is too, and also those people that are in groups, clubs, or organizations may figure, prominently in these, in these attainments. Now, another thing about Neptune, it's also connected with inspiration. So you may have much inspiration, in terms of your friendships to do things, activities, endeavors with friends in groups, clubs, organizations, humanitarian or altruistic efforts. It could also be generating money from a career or business. It may be doing, something, again, 11th house related. Whether it could be astronomy, computers, electronics, astrology, aviation, meteorology, or innovation as some examples, and also just the attainment of objectives, goals, and aspirations in general. These are things you may be very, inspired, to do, and more so than the average person. And another thing about Neptune and astrology, it's connected with hidden adversaries, our hidden enemies. It could be those that are posing, as friends, but are really, working against us. We're working against us to our detriment. And the thing about this is interesting that it falls in, you're talking about the 11th house of friends. And so those people can be those that at least you thought were friends. It could be, these people may also affect, your goals and aspirations. They may be involved in them as well. Your future. It could be, they may be people that are prominent in some group, club, or organization. They may be in some kind of 11th house field, again, whether it could be astronomy, astrology, computers, electronics, innovation, meteorology, as some examples. And they may somehow, impact or play some role in, the money that you make, from some business or career as well. And this thing about, you're talking about, they may also be, take on, like, embodied Aquarius-like characteristics, because remember, the 11th house does correspond with the zodiac sign Aquarius. So it could be people that, are eccentric or have some idiosyncrasies, people that are unorthodox, innovative, unconventional, as some examples. Neptune is also connected, with our ideals and what we may be idealistic about. So if you have Neptune in the 11th house in your chart, well, you may be very idealistic in terms of the attainment of goals, aspirations, objectives, doing things selflessly, things that are altruistic. matters with your friends, or even how you view, you know, your friends. The key is, though, not to be unrealistic to the point where you don't see any negative in these people. Neptune is idealistic, but can be unrealistic, and can also, miss the fine print in things. You may have difficulty even, deciphering, the motives and intentions of your friends and acquaintances. Now, the thing is too, and also generating money from a career or business. This is where you may be, very, idealistic regarding doing things collectively for the good of many. Doing, it could be some kind of environmental work, something that benefits humanity and society. We may be very idealistic about. Now, another thing about Neptune is that it's associated with what's, dissolving and, dissipation. So, the thing is, keep in mind, the 11th house again does correspond with the zodiac sign Aquarius. So there may be some, kind of dissolving or dissipation or weakness, connected with something, Aquarius really connected with, anatomically with Aquarius. Um, it could be, something with the ankles, the shins, the calves, nerves, lower legs, circulation, but also, the dissolving and dissipation could be of one's objectives, goals, aspirations. You may feel that your future is dissolving at times, and it could be, also, having this, connection with stepchildren, if applicable, if you do have any. It may be, doing something with computers or life on, on the internet or social media, or even just group involvement in general. If you're involved in any, group, club, or organization, you may at some point feel that this is like evaporating, or, the connection is evaporating, dissolving, dissipating. Your interaction with friends in general, or at least the friends you have at that time. It doesn't mean that you could ever make new ones, but you may go through this more so than most people on average. Now, Neptune astrology is also connected with deception and duplicity. So if you have Neptune in the 11th house in your chart, you may experience, more deception, duplicity in matters with friends, acquaintances, people that figure prominently in a group, club, or organization. It could be stepchildren, if applicable. Um, it may be, people that, may be in 11th house field, whether it's people that are in some environmental or humanitarian field, or in astrology, astronomy, or computers. It might just simply mean that you may be beguiled or more deceived easier on average in matters on the internet as well than most people. Now, Neptune in astrology is also associated with psychic receptivity, so there may be some, certain intuitive prowess and ability in just matters connected with your future in general. Matters with, your goals and aspirations, money that may be generated from a business or career. It could be, people that figure prominently in a group, club, or organization as well. It may be matters on the internet and social media, as some examples. And the thing about, and even with your friends, in general, acquaintances, we may have certain, intuitive prowess and ability that may come out, strong in these matters. It doesn't mean you wouldn't have it for anything else, but this is where it may figure more prominently. Now, Neptune astrology is also associated with what's nebulous, unclear, and obscure. So if you have Neptune positive in the 11th house in your chart, these things that may be nebulous and unclear could be stepchildren if you do have any. It could be your friends or acquaintances. Even the death of, the less dominant parent, which is often the mother. Keep in mind that, this is 8 houses from the 4th house, so that's why it's connected with the death of the less dominant parent again, which is often the mother. It could be your, your matters with friends, with acquaintances. your future, you may feel, is more nebulous and unclear, more so than most others on average. I have, Pisces intercepted in my 11th house and currently have Neptune transiting the 11th house. So my future right now definitely does look a little bit nebulous and unclear, I would say, at the very least. Now, Neptune in the 11th house, keep in mind that this could indicate, goals and aspirations that are Neptune related, whether it's something like dancing, photography, poetry, anesthesiology, chemistry, spirit, something with spiritual work, or even the metaphysical, which includes astrology. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.